Hello guys, welcome again to another max difficulty race, and today I'm gonna go with a very nice circuit, Motegi road course, and we're gonna go with a very nice car, the Subaru CUSCO, and racing medium. This car is really nice. I have played a couple times with it. It's pretty good. So let's see what we are up against. All right. So this race is borderline impossible. What I am going to do, I'm going to actually buff my car a little bit by decreasing 6% of the weights. Okay? We are still inferior. For sure we're inferior than Mitsubishi and the other Subaru Impreza. Both super touring cars. We're still inferior than the Opel and the Alfa Romeo and the Nissan Falcon as well. The Nissan Falcon is very powerful. So yeah, we are the last powerful car, and we are heavier than both super touring cars. This is a 155 point race. And I very rarely would do like buff my car, but for Motegi, considering this matchup, this is necessary because Motegi is high speed, and you've got way too many straight lines all over the place. It's not only until the second half of the track that I can really start saving some time towards the AI, because the AI is kind of slow in that part of the track. If the AI was a little bit better programmed, I believe it would be impossible. Let's see if we can do this. This is a really difficult race. All the cars are better than mine. I will never be able to catch them in a straight line. Even with the slipstream, it is difficult. It did slow down a lot. That wasn't good. It's a pretty bad corner there. Second half of the gas turn, but so yeah, this is what I mean. I come up kind of okay. He just broke. He just hit the brakes, so this is why I did overtake the Alfa Romeo. But even with the slipstream on the third and fourth gear, the other cars are just faster. I am getting the full slipstream of the Opel here. I am slower, but in this corner specifically, the AI brakes way too hard. So yeah, the AI is not too good in that section. We are in third place right now. And here's the difficult part. Both of the super touring cars, the Subaru and the Mitsubishi, especially the Mitsubishi, of course. So the Mitsubishi is the better car out of all 6 cars in this race, and it does come in first place, and that's a huge bonus. If the better car is in first place, the race, even though like the spec points, I'm not sure if they do change, but the race gets significantly harder. And if they, oh my god, was really bad. And if the A-spec points they change, if they change, they don't change accordingly or significantly. They don't change as significantly as the difficulty of the race. That's what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna start getting the slipstream of the other Subaru, but still, like, and we did save some time here. We must not make a mistake. This is really good for me. I didn't want to make contact, but the AI isn't really aware of the player, so and if I'm not careful, the Subaru will catch up if I'm not fast enough. So I have to stay away from him and start to get closer to the Mitsubishi. Not an easy task though, but it is possible. It is possible with the weight reduction. Without the weight reduction, so without reducing 5-6% of the weights, this race is not possible. You just don't catch up with the Mitsubishi. You just don't catch up. And yeah, earlier today I saw that accident with the F1 pilot that happened today. I don't remember the name of the pilot, but it was like all over the, all over the Twitter and stuff, because it was such a terrible accident. And fortunately, the pilot didn't have too many major injuries, I'm assuming. But the car literally exploded with him inside, and he left the car and missed, literally through the fire and flames. That wasn't strong imagery, and he walked like a boss, but not without a lot of help from the medic team. Saved his life. That was really impressive, and I imagine what goes through the heads of the other pilots as well. I was thinking about this because if I was like in the race right there and something like that happened, I wouldn't be able to race too well. I would be asking for the radio guy. Oh, is he okay? Is he even alive? Because if you see a car exploding like that, you look at that and you're like, oh my god, someone just died. No way. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. And I think it's very rare for cars nowadays to actually explode like that. Now, I don't really follow F1. I'm not really... That was bad. Oh my god. I'm not really a fan of races and F1 stuff. Like a lot of people who are into racing games are fans of in real life racing as well, and like love cars and stuff. I like cars, but I'm not like a die-hard fan or anything. Okay, we're closing. Slowly closing in. but we cannot really let our guard down, because any mistake costs the race here. Because if I make a mistake right now and lose 2 seconds, you know, it's going to take me a lot of time to take back those 2 seconds. This is one of the reasons why I do make those max difficulty races like 10 laps, and that makes them pretty long, especially on Motegi and longer track. Motegi is not too long, but it's definitely quite long. There's also high speed though, so that makes up for it, but either way, makes the race a little bit forgiven, you know, because if it were only like 4 or 5 laps, pretty much most of the races would just be impossible, because you just cannot overtake the cars in that little time a lot of the times. The Ultimate Ring race was kind of an exception. All the other races, it is very hard, but it also makes the race a little bit forgiven. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you can potentially get 200 A-spec points on the career for races that are not even possible on 200 A-spec points, because they are just so short. And even if they were not so short, it would still be impossible. The game really introduces that A-spec point system, but doesn't encourage the player to go for them. So there's no real accomplishments, or at least the player doesn't feel. Like, if only you had a prize car, or if only you had exclusive stuff through A-spec points, you know. A few cars, a few unlockables would be enough. Would encourage people to actually get good in the game. So yeah, I come out of the corners a little bit faster, but then they speed up much better than I do. Oh yeah, that was very greedy. But I think I will be able to overtake in the next corner, because the AI is just so bad in this next corner here. Yeah, not quite. Distance was way too big. Yeah, let's just take it easy. We still have a few... Oh my god. We still have a few laps. Yeah, looks like I'm not the only one racing. I'm not sure if the mic actually caught that. This guy's accelerating. Yeah, there's a lot of, well, what I assume is a street racing here, especially late at night, 2-3 a.m. I think there's actually some street racing very close to my place, because I can hear like the cars, and those are not motorcycles, those are cars. Oh, that was kind of ugly. Going crazy. Oh man, this is gonna be such a Quite a battle. A battle that I cannot easily win. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be on my tail for a long time now. It's not the cleanest to overtake. Oh my god. Not really what I really wanted. But well, the race is far from over. That wasn't too good. Okay, we need to get some distance from this guy. Oh, late shift. I thought since it was in the middle of the corner, I could just not shift for it then, but okay, now we are going to be a little bit faster than the Mitsubishi. Oh my god. Okay. In other tracks with other cars, you can just spin out of the track immediately. Like a similar situation. Looks like we're good. Wasn't too clean. That was pretty good though. I think we've got 3 laps. Oh, 2 laps left. Okay. So all I need to do here is just keep the lead pretty easily. Oh yeah, the last race I was talking about how I would soon upgrade my setup to 2-component, and unfortunately, even though everything arrived and I tested and the quality wasn't as good as this because of the upscaler, unfortunately I got a cheap Chinese upscaler and it was not good enough. So unfortunately all the stuff that I bought is gonna be catching dust for a while, because what I really need now would be Retro Tink OSSC, you know. Or something among those lines, and that's really expensive for me, so we're gonna stick with this capture card for a little bit, well, for a while. It does look good, especially after changing the interlacing method. And also, I recently done Fuji 1,000 kilometers, and I'm going to upload to this channel as well. So if you guys want to check that out, it was a really crazy race. It was a very, it was 5 hours of back and forth between me and the AI. It was a very difficult race. So if you want to check it out, I'm gonna upload that video as well. and I had a lot of fun with it, even though I was so tired by the end of it. And I don't know if I can do the 24-hour race that I wanted, but I can definitely do an 8-hour race or 6 to 7 hours. Even though I was very tired after 5 hours. It was mostly because I was behind. I was sleep deprived during that day. I woke up at midnight and didn't, I raced. I stood awake from midnight to like 4 a.m. of the next day, actually, because I bought Age of Mythology on the Steam sale, and I kept playing it after the stream. But I was sleep deprived. There was even a time that I was getting sleepy and I had to get up. Okay, this was a really clean race. This race is not doable, or at least I think so. It's not doable if you don't buff your car just a tiny bit like I did. You can try though. Try at home. Pretty good. This is something that I maybe in the future would like to do, some interaction between me and my viewers playing this game. Maybe a little bit of competition on time trials. That's for the future. For now, I want to say thank you very much for watching. This was a very clean race. Pretty happy with it. And if you want to see a car and a track, let me know in the comments, and I might do it on max difficulty. But it's gonna be it for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe for more races. Until next time, guys.